talking about digital currencies, in particular stablecoins, is something that a lot of people even in the crypto industry don't realize, which is that Bitcoin is not the #1 traded token in the world. It's kind of surprising. It's actually Tether. And here's some data for all you to first take a look at. Tether trades $12 trillion per year. That's compared to Bitcoin, which is now about 10 trillion. Now, if you compare Tether to the next largest stablecoin, USDC, which is Coinbase's stablecoin, Tether is 85 times larger. And, you know, trading pairs, a typical currency, cryptocurrency will have 20 trading pairs, 50 trading pairs. If it's got 100, that's pretty impressive. Tether has 5,000 trading pairs. So clearly a lot of people like that they can go in and out of traditional crypto. And that's the reason why virtually every exchange has multiple trading pairs just related to Tether. Now, why is this thing Tether so popular? And why are so many governments excited about adopting it? Well, in my view, and by the way, this is when we designed Tether, this is how we thought about it. We needed something that was a substitute for the dollar. Let's remember what Tether is. It's a derivative of the US dollar. It's like a Bitcoin, but it's redeemable for $1 US. And the reason that was so powerful is because it can't be counterfeited and you can instantly settle every transaction. Even to this day, which again is one of those surprising facts, there is no way possible in the world today for you to send an international payment and have it instantly settle. It typically takes 1.5 to 3 days. Now you might think it's settled, but that's just because your bank or your payment provider says they've credited your account, but they haven't gotten that money. Whereas of course with Tether, you are literally getting that money in the amount of time it takes to confirm the transaction. And the second piece of why a stablecoin is so powerful, of these three things where you see transaction costs, the big one here is no FX costs, no currency conversion costs. Now, to give you a sense of the size of currency conversion costs in the world, in an $85 trillion economy globally, $85 trillion GDP annually, currency conversion costs are about $1 trillion. So if you could get rid of or substantially reduce currency conversion, that's $1 trillion, by the way, not of just revenue, but of pure profit that would then accrue to the individuals or the businesses that are doing that trading. So one of the big reasons why we wanted to do Tether was we wanted to get rid of currency conversion. When it comes to where are stable coins going to be appropriate, I can't put every industry on this slide, but suffice to say, virtually every industry is going to benefit from the growth of stable coins, including, of course, just governments overall. And here is what I would call the absolute perfect use case for a stable coin. First and foremost, it's cross-border. You see, if you're not doing cross-border commerce, frankly, a lot of the existing payment mechanisms will work good enough. And when we first rolled out Tether, people said, but I can use my credit card or I can use PayPal. Why? What's the advantage of this Tether thing? And we said, well, not as much with a transaction within your borders, but going outside of your borders, it's terrifically valuable because of this delay. Digital commerce, of course, is the next piece, because digital commerce also moves at the speed of light. I've put there something that we did at Wax, which is a digital trading card. So you can send somebody the digital trading card, but also as a business be instantly paid. And of course, the last piece here is high volume, because with high volume comes incredible fees if you're doing cross-border commerce. So if you take those three elements, this is where stablecoins really shine. And let me just quickly go through some predictions and some statements about stablecoins. As Nisha said at the beginning, there's 80 plus countries thinking about stablecoins. All countries will ultimately adopt stablecoins. There will be, I wanted to say millions, but I didn't want anyone to laugh. But there will be a stablecoin for every single business. Every business will have its own stablecoin, I'm sure of it. It could even come that every person will have their own personal stablecoin. Cryptos will thrive. Some people think, well, cryptos are going to die as a result of stablecoins. In fact, it's a symbiotic relationship. The more Tether grows, the more cryptos actually benefit and go up. China, which has gotten a lot of press about its stablecoin, I don't really even think of it as much of a stablecoin, and maybe, Ken, we can talk about that later. I think it more of a monitoring coin, because what China really is looking for is an ability to track every single transaction permanently, and that's what you can do on a blockchain. Libra, well, I think Facebook was very smart to have their own stable coin, though I would also say they rolled it out very poorly, which is one of the reasons it's not available today. And paper money ultimately should be replaced by stable coins, though I suspect that will take maybe 10, 15 years. So Ken, I'm gonna stop sharing here and go back to you.